very skilled. I think Pat Mahomes does a good job of eluding, I think, the rush and being able to scramble and make plays in a situation where most quarterbacks will panic. I think they have capable receivers who have experience, um, and they run the ball a lot more than when I watched the game last year against us. So I think they're very explosive offense.
And last thing, you haven't been on the practice field with Tre'Davious. Having him go out there, what was that like today?
Great to see, awesome to see. Just a guy with his work ethic. I see that all the time in the training room, and for him to come out there and cheer us on and practice, I think that speaks volumes.
Although he hasn't been out there yet, outside of today, what has he done for you, maybe from the sideline, leadership-wise? Has he helped you out young in your career here, Trey White?
Oh, for sure. I remember when I first time walking in the building, he was the first person to greet me and tell me how things would be. He's been just making sure, like every time I see him, making sure I put a smile on my face and make sure I'm having fun being a kid. When I first came, I was taking anything so seriously, and he was the first one to grab me and be like, "Hey, be a kid, bro. Just have fun. Don't try to grow up too fast."
Do you think the team feels that way this week, where maybe a big game would be easy to get a little tight? Does this team stay pretty loose?
Just taking it one week at a time. I think this is our biggest game because it's our next game, not because it's the Kansas City Chiefs. I think the mindset this week is the same as every week. So stop the run, affect the quarterback, and create takeaways.
Okay, how different was it to see Trey on a practice field after? I mean, you've seen him around a lot, but in a drill, doing the same things you're doing. How much different was that for you?
It was great to see a guy who's had so much success here, and see how he moves around. And you can see his work ethic in the training room, but to be on the practice field and see his work ethic, after practice and during practice, and him cheering on others is very, I think, inspirational. Because a guy, who's been injured for this long, it's easier for him to be down or just trying to figure his way back. But he was full of energy.
What needs to be done to fluster a guy like Kelsey?
Kelsey? We need to be at our best. I think, obviously he's elite for a reason because he performs well on when they need him to.
Do you have to give him different looks? Like, is that a guy you can't just give the same look to all game?
I would just say we just have to be at our best. Just do what we do best, and and try to hold him. Obviously, he's probably their best receiver. You would say, tight end / receiver. But
getting a look at them on tape this week. You prepare for some good offenses this year already. Lamar, Miami has a lot of playmakers. What stands out about what the Chiefs do and how they're able to be so successful?
I think Pat Mahomes' ability to elude defenders in that rush and be able to create on the run, where most quarterbacks will put their head down and scramble, or most quarterbacks will just, kind of panic almost. But he's still calm and cool and collective. And also, I think that coach does a good job of just understanding defenses and understanding weak spot, and the defenses and creating explosives. And I think they run the ball a lot more than I seen on film last year when I watched the game. So I think that's what makes them. They're trying to be. I think they're more two-dimensional than they were last year.
Sean mentioned that one of his messages to you has been to kind of get away from it a little bit more when you can, right?
Yeah.
Have you done that at all? Have you been able to kind of scale back and maybe do something else, or is it hard because of how much you're kind of dedicated to getting better?
Of course, I take his advice and definitely try to apply it. My goal coming in, I want to help this team as much as possible, and so that's the only thing that's been on my mind since I got here. Just try to help this team as much as possible and be at my best when my time is called. So. Of course, I was upset last week, but like he said, he keeps reiterating that to me, take advantage of my time and stop trying to don't be too hard on myself all the time and try to put my head down in the books, have fun, be a kid.